Hi everybody, this is Jim Aiken. In this video I'm going to show you a little tiny bit about the XILS 4 synthesizer from XILS Lab, which is being reviewed in an upcoming issue of Keyboard Magazine. You're looking at a XILS 4 on your screen, and if you have any experience with vintage synthesizers, you might notice that it looks a heck of a lot like a VCS3. That's intentional. However, this goes a lot further than that. In this video, we're going to take you through the user interface very rapidly and then show you a little bit about some of the things that you can do while patching. The first thing that we need to look at in this video is the fact that although you can see two panels on your screen, there are actually three. When I click this arrow, we will see the screen pan a little bit. And now we will see the panel that includes various things here. We have the envelopes and LFOs, a sequencer matrix patching area, a sequencer edit window, an input sensor window, and some built-in effects. On the left, we have, it says right here, synth right. There are left and right synthesizers in this instrument. And if we click this arrow, we will see the left synthesizer. And if I click over here again, we will see left and right with no third panel. The other thing is that down here at the bottom is a patching matrix. In the original instrument, this was a pin patching matrix, but in this one, we can do things like click here and create a patch connection between any input and any output. The inputs are on the left, the outputs are along the top. There are actually two pin panels. The other one is hidden under the Extended tab. And if I click both, the stuff on the right side of the lower area will disappear, and we will see both the main panel and the extended. Well, let's see. This is the extended panel, and this is the main one. So there you go. This is actually a joystick, which is mouse controlled. Starting at the top, we have three oscillators at the upper left. Next to the first oscillator is a ring modulator, and next to that is a filter. Below those is an envelope shaper, and the envelopes in XILS 4 have two possible modes. If you click on this area here, it will switch from the trapezoid mode, which was the original VCS3 mode, to a more standard ADSR mode. So we'll switch that back. And there's a very low-cost, cheesy-sounding reverberation unit here. It's intended to sound vintage, and it does. And a meter that you can make sure that you've got some output level. This is not something you'll find on most modern synthesizers, but this was a feature of the VCS3. So that's the basics of the user interface. Let's take a look at what it sounds like. I have dialed up one of the init patches here. This is that one right there, and I've changed it a little tiny bit, but that doesn't matter. And as you might expect, we've got a filter here. The filter is being controlled from the envelope shaper, and I could turn the amount of control down with the predicted result. Now let's look a little at how you might want to patch this thing. There's a light gray magnifying glass icon here, and if I click that, a nice pop-up shows up that has the same patch panel that's big enough to actually read what's going on. For example, at the moment, we have the sawtooth wave from oscillator 1 going into the filter. These little red triangles are actually knobs, and I can turn them down, and a tooltip will show how much value there is, and it's bidirectional. You can see it will go down negative. That won't make any difference with an oscillator waveform, but with some of the modulation signals it will. Just to show you how this might work, let's add some noise. Where is the noise? There it is. We'll add the noise to the filter and listen to it again. I think you can hear a little bit of noise in there. Let's get rid of this by right-clicking on it. Click out here to get rid of that. And if you look at the noise source, you'll see that its level is not very high. So let's turn the level up. So that, in a nutshell, is how XILS 4 is programmed. To conclude this very brief look, let's look at maybe one or two of the factory presets. Maybe something that's not too normal. How about an effect? I have no idea what this is going to be. There you are. You're ready to score your first Doctor Who soundtrack.